Day 27 of the planche progression. Welcome back, you lot. Today I'm training at home, at least for this exercise. The reason is simple, it's late. And when it's late, the gym is packed. And when the gym is packed, I can't film because I don't want people ending up in my videos. And I don't want to make people uncomfortable because if they feel uncomfortable, then I would feel uncomfortable. It's just a whole thing. So I decided to train right here at home. I won't lie, I was a little nervous going into today's session. As you guys know, I've been dealing with costochondritis. So I was worried that my sternum might flare up again after the last workout. Thankfully, it didn't, yes. And in my previous session, I did 3 sets of what I'm calling straddle planche kicks. That's just my name for them. Because I'm kicking up into the straddle planche position and immediately coming back down instead of trying to hold it. So today I increased that from 3 sets to 4 sets just to gradually get my sternum used to the movement again. Everything felt good, no pain, no flare-ups, and that gave me enough confidence to even try to hold the straddle planche for about 2 seconds, 1 second. Now my form still isn't great, and the big issue is that I can't really get myself into a perfectly parallel position while I'm only kicking into the movement. To really dial in the technique, I need to be able to actually hold the position. I need to actually position myself into the position. But overall, I'm actually quite happy that I managed 4 sets of 3 without upsetting my sternum. Now, we need to talk about the planche lean push-ups, guys. My goodness. I didn't film them because I did them at the gym, and like I said, the gym was full, it was packed, too many people, couldn't film. But I made an important change. So last session, I noticed that every time I tried to lean far enough forward into a proper planche position, my feet kept sliding backwards. So today, I solved that by setting up against a wall. I placed a step against the wall, put my feet against that wall so that I couldn't slide, positioned the dumbbells around my hip area, and leaned forward as far as I could. Guys, it was unbelievably hard. It was stupendously hard. It was way too hard. In my first session without the wall, I managed about 5 planche lean push-ups in a max effort set. So I figured I could train with sets of 2 or 3. Not anymore. Nope, that's not gonna work anymore. You see, with the wall forcing me into a much more realistic planche position, I could barely do 2 reps, guys. 2! And honestly, I wasn't even failing because of the push up itself. The hardest part was simply holding that lean forward position. And because of the fact it was so hard to even lean forward, it made the push up so hard. It was exhausting. By the time I actually pushed up, that almost felt like the easy part? And because of that, I had to drop all the way down to sets of 1. 1 rep. Guys, I felt so weak. I'm not trying to compare myself to anyone, but there were 2 girls training in front of me doing elevated push ups while I was over here struggling to complete a single elevated rep. 1. Now, I know they're completely different exercises. Planche lean push ups are on another level. But when you're looking at it from the perspective of someone outside who's never done planche lean push ups and they've just done normal push ups, when they're looking at you, they're probably thinking, yo, this guy's struggling to do 1 push up. Yo, I looked ridiculously weak. But anyway, part of me almost wanted someone to come over and ask what I was doing so I could say, trust me, give it a try. It's actually a lot harder than you think. I think most people would be shocked by how difficult this exercise actually is because I was shocked. I thought planche lean push-ups would be easy because of the fact that I can do normal push-ups with 50 kilograms on my back. But I was wrong. And it was definitely a little discouraging because it's clear this movement is going to take a long time to improve. But at the same time, it's also exciting because, it shows that if I get better at this move, planche is going to be easy. But at the same time, yeah, it explains why I can't keep my arms straight during my straddle planche holds. My straight arm strength simply isn't there yet because, guys, while I was leaning forward, it took everything inside me to keep my arms straight. Everything, my arms wanted to bend. So that's why I do push-ups, just to give it a little bit of a break. So if I can just get to a point where I can do planche lean push-ups with 50 kilograms on my back, I'm confident that the planche will be mine. Okay, mine. But anyway, that's all I've got for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.